That sound you hear is the collective sigh of relief for Yankees fans across the nation after they finally, mercifully ended their 6-game losing streak and their offensive struggles on Thursday afternoon in the Bronx. The Yankees win for the first time in a week with a 7-3 victory over the Los Angeles Angels, their 43rd victory of the season. And honestly, it was a pretty encouraging effort from start to finish. The Yankees get 12 hits, 7 runs in this game, and obviously it did not start out in the most ideal fashion, with Mike Trout homering in the first inning, Joe Waddell homering in the second inning. So the Yankees found themselves down 1-0 and 2-1 pretty quickly. But in the bottom of the second inning is really when things turned. The Yankees scored 3 runs in that inning to take a lead they would not give back. Trent Grisham and Paul Goldschmidt hit back-to-back home runs, a 2-run shot for Trent Grisham. And the Yankees ended up rolling to a 7-3 victory in a game that had 2 different rain delays, including a rare, I don't think I've ever seen, 8-minute rain delay. Not sure I've ever seen that before, but Yankees overcome 2 short rain delays, and Carlos Rodon wins his 9th game of the season. 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, all on solo shots to Trout, Adele, and Taylor Ward. 7 strikeouts, and then only 1 walk. So still a solid start for Rodon, even though he got clipped on some solo shots a few times there. But the Yankees were able to get the job done. They had only allowed 1 base runner after Rodon left the game. Mark Leiter, Jonathan Loáisiga, and Devin Williams, who closed it out by striking out the side in the 9th inning. And look, this was just the game the Yankees needed. They got a lot from the top of their lineup. Goldschmidt went 2 for 4 with that home run. Cody Bellinger 3 for 4 with an RBI. Judge got his first extra base hit since that home run off of Garrett Crochet in the 9th inning in the Red Sox series. Jazz Chisholm got a couple of hits, including a bunt single in this game. And then Trent Grisham, 2 hits, including that home run as well. So it was basically every single Yankees player either had an RBI, a run scored, or a hit in this game. The only one that did not, and including Jason Dominguez ended up scoring a run in this game that came in off the bench. So this was an entire lineup, strong effort, 12 hits, 3 walks in this game. This looked more like the Yankees baseball we had been seeing prior to the last 7 days. So overall, a really encouraging outing for them to kind of get things back on track here, but now they got to build on it. They got to put themselves in a scenario where they can keep going, and they're going to face off against the Baltimore Orioles team that's struggling, just been really struggling so far this year. But they're going to get a chance to do it with Max Fried on the mound as you're listening to this later today on Friday. So right now, the probables for the series are Max Fried versus Tomoyuki Sagano on Friday. Saturday, it's going to be Clark Schmidt versus Zach Efline. And on Sunday, and that's a morning game on Sunday, 11:35 a.m., will be Dean Kramer versus Will Warren. But the Yankees might have a little bit more reinforcements in the bullpen because Luke Weaver could be activated as early as today, which is some really exciting news, beating that 4 to 6 week timeline by a significant margin. Even if he's not activated here for the first game of the Orioles series, it looks like he'll be back sometime this weekend, which will be a nice addition to a bullpen that is pitching fairly well. And again, we'll see how the closer situation works out. Devin Williams has actually pitched really well since Luke Weaver went down. I imagine we're not going to get any sort of a official designation of either player being named the for sure closers for the rest of the season. So I think we'll see some matchup base go the rest of the way, and then we'll kind of see how it plays out. But overall, this was a really, really strong effort from New York. A much, much needed victory. A much needed offensive output, not only just in the run score department, but getting on base in different fashions, extra base hits, bunt singles, walks, a little bit of everything from that Yankees lineup in this game, and it's something they desperately needed to have. So we shall see what this team does over the weekend. They have not played well in the division. That's been something that we have talked about a lot, but they're going to be playing the worst team in the division that just on Wednesday blew an 8-0 lead in a division game to the Tampa Bay Rays. So the Yankees are going to have an opportunity here to have a real bounce back weekend. And I think if they take 2 of 3, they'll start to feel really good about themselves, and they'll say, okay, we had the 6-game losing streak, but then we took 3 of the next 4, and can start to reset their path. But they need to have a strong series, and they needs to start with their ace on the mound, Max Fried. They cannot blow another Max Fried strong start, and we'll see if they're able to do it here. So the Yankees will play all 3 of their games at home, I believe at all different times as well in this series. I'm double checking, but I think, they're going to bounce around them pretty significantly here. So Friday night tonight, 7:05 p.m. start time. Then on Saturday, it is a 1:05 p.m. start time. And then, as we mentioned, on Sunday, an 11:35 a.m. start time. And that is also a getaway day for the Yankees. So that's partly why that game is so early. They'll be heading from Baltimore to Cincinnati for a 3-game series before an off day and then coming back home to face the Athletics. So if you're going to be one of those ones where if you're looking for that game in the afternoon or the evening, you're not going to find it. So make sure you're tuned in for those start times, and we will have the entire weekend broken down here at the Bombers Beat podcast on Monday, and hopefully we can continue to talk about the offense turning things around a little bit and the Yankees getting back on track here before they head out on the road for Cincinnati.